that you need to try.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hustle Heroes, where we interview entrepreneurs about their passion projects. I'm your host, Jaden, and here we have a special guest with me.
Hi, I'm Brenda Malcolm.
Okay, and Brenda, how old are you?
I'm 25 years old.
Nice. And for the audience, what's the name of your business and what field is it in?
The name of my business is Black Nurses Support, and it's in the healthcare field.
And what year did you start, and what made you start your business?
Okay, so I started Black Nurses Support the beginning of 2021, I think around January. And what made me start Black Nurses Support? Honestly, it was a vision that God gave me. Like I said, in the beginning of 2021, I had just graduated nursing school, and I was starting my career as a nurse. And all my years through nursing school, I didn't feel like I had that support, especially within the African American community. I did not have a mentor or anything of that sort. So it was very hard for me to navigate through nursing school without the support of men and women that are already nurses that look like me. And so God gave me this vision to create a community named Black Nurses Support. And basically what we do is we empower, encourage, and support pre-nursing students as well as nursing students. So the pre-nursing students, they're still in their prerequisite courses. So that's courses to get into nursing school. We also help them apply to nursing school once they are ready to do so. And then we see them all the way through nursing school as well. And then we have our actual nursing students that are in nursing school. So they're actually doing their nursing courses. So what we do is we provide tutors, we provide resources. Sometimes we can provide funding, things of that nature. We also get together on Zoom. And we maybe study together, go over exams, go over assignments, things of that sort. So Black Nurses Support is really an all-inclusive community of Black and Brown aspiring nurses. And so we just try to help any way we can. We do have a couple Latino individuals. So we don't ban anyone, but our focus is our Black and Brown community.
Okay. And is it hard balancing your business and your life duties?
This is a great question because absolutely it is very hard to balance having a business and being a nurse. Currently, I am also in my graduate program. I'm going to be a nurse practitioner. And so balancing everything is very difficult. But I'm a big planner, so I plan everything. So I try to set aside time to work on my business and devote time to that, as well as graduate school, as well as working. And I don't want to call them students, but the community of Black Nurses Support, they are very important and dear to my heart. And so I know the role and the responsibility that I took on. And so they're expecting me to show up. And so I definitely find time to balance my business and everything else I got going on in my life.
And you touched a little bit briefly on how God gave you the vision for Black Nurse Support. So how has your faith helped you with your business, and how has faith played a part in building your business?
That's a great question. So I always go back to the book of Luke, where it talks about being the hands and feet of Jesus. And I think that's what Black Nurses Support represent, helping the people that are in need of help. And my faith encourages me to keep being the hands and feet of Jesus, because I know that I've been helped before. and I always want to return um, that favor and blessing other people with what God has given me. And so I really have a great community of support with my church family and as well as my family.
Do you feel like your business has helped people along their way, mostly along their nursing journey?
Absolutely. So there is no greater feeling than getting that text or that phone call from that student that has either got into nursing school because of your help and your assistance, or they have passed their NCLEX, which is the state board exam to become a certified registered nurse. And so I am so proud to say that I've had 4 people that I have mentored become registered nurses. And I've had many people get accepted into nursing school because of the community and support of Black Nurses Support. So absolutely. And I'm excited to see how many other students flourish and become registered nurses because of the community of Black Nurses Support.
Do people underestimate like the hardship there is on becoming a nurse or a doctor for that?
All the time. So people love to compare providers and nurses, and they are absolutely 2 different roles. Um, and each of them are important in their own respect. Nurses are very important because we are the eyes and ears of the provider. We're the ones that are with these patients 8 to 12 hours every single day. And so, without the nurses, the providers would have a hard time to really um, diagnose the patient or really know what's going on with the patient. So providers, their job is to diagnose as well as prescribe medication, analyze labs, and things of that sort. They have an extensive role, much more than I just mentioned. However, my point is they have their own respect of description of their role, and nurses have their own respect of description of their role. And so with healthcare, it's very important to work together as a team. Um, Obviously, there's more than just nurses and providers in the hospital. There's occupational therapists, physical therapists, dietitians, certified nurse assistants. And so together, when we work together, it's for the good of the patient and the best outcomes for the patient because there's no I in team. And so when we work together as a team, the outcomes are better.
Nice. And do you see Black nurses support being something that you will do for a long time, or do you see it as something kind of more like a temporary moment or a temporary
Yeah,
stop?
I see Black nurses support being something that I do for a long time, unless God calls me to do something else. But as long as He calls me to this assignment with Black nurses support, I will fulfill it to the best of my ability. And Black nurses support is really um, a purpose and a passion of mine because, like I said earlier, I did not have that support during nursing school, and so I want to reach as many Black and Brown individuals as I can to make sure they know they have that support. They can do it just like their fellow classmate. It might be difficult because of X, Y, and Z, but when you have that support in that community, anything is possible.
Great. And how has your support system reacted to your business?
They're so supportive. My family and friends, they're very supportive. I remember my first live. I had about 2 people, and my mom started calling people like my aunts and uncles to join the live, so I would have more people. It was the cutest thing, and it just showed me that like I do have support, and with my support, this will be a success. Now I have way more people that tune into my lives, but it was just getting started at the time. And so I was a little bit discouraged, but you know, you got to start from the bottom and work your way up. So my family and friends are very supportive, and I'm very thankful for them.
That's awesome. Have you been through challenging moments with your business?
Oh, yes, very much so. There are several challenges. One being when an individual is not putting in as much effort as I am. It's like I want it better than them. And so That's definitely a challenge because I want to help them, but for whatever reason, they're not into it as much as me. So that's definitely a challenge. And another challenge that I have faced early on is comparing myself to other maybe organizations that have the same mission as me or someone else that's doing something similar. And so I just have to remember that this is what God called me to do. And He makes all things well. And so if I do my part and put my trust in Him, that He will do His part and He will make this vision flourish because He gave it to me. So
Great. And my last two questions for you is, where would you like to see your business go in the next couple of years?
yeah, that's a great question. So I've been praying very hard about having a Black Nurses Support Conference. And so I do see in maybe a year or a little bit more holding a Black Nurses Support Conference where I have different panelists come speak to the pre-nursing student or nursing students. And it's even open to nurses, but it will be geared towards pre-nursing students and nursing students. So that's one big thing that I would love to see in a couple years. Also, I've been working on a Black Nurses Support Scholarship. Right now, it is a smaller scholarship because I do all the fundraising myself. So I'm hoping in a couple years it can grow and I can reach more students.
Great. And my final question for you is, what advice do you have for fellow medical students?
The advice I have for pre-nursing and nursing students is um, use your resources. There are so many resources. You just have to be willing to reach out. Use your advisor, any school faculty, ask questions. Really be involved because when they see you're involved, then they open up and tell you about any opportunities you may have or any information that you need to know to help you. I would also encourage you to get on Instagram and seek for community because community will help you reach your goals. It will hold you accountable and it will provide you opportunities that you may have not known. So I would really give um, advice about seeking help, reaching out, and utilizing all your resources.
Great. Thank you so much, Brenda, for
Thank
coming.
you.
And thank you guys all for watching and listening.
Thank
And
you
we
for
will,
having me.
yeah, of course. And we will catch you guys later. Bye.